Phantoms in their orange jerseys for the playoffs here at home, of course. The two teams meet at center. The puck is dropped. We're underway for Game 3 in the best-of-5 Atlantic Division Semifinals. And the two Smiths come away from each other, and it is sent all the way in deep. So Giovanni Smith and Dalton Smith are not going to fight from the start, but Eklund got a little bit of a piece of Aaron Ness there as the puck is sent into the Lehigh Valley end. There's the defenseman Hunter McDonald, the sixth rounder out of Fairport, New York. Now we are going. Belpedio was ready to mix it up there with Dalton Smith a little bit, and everybody gathers. So, I mean, this is going to be brewing, and until somebody actually does drop the gloves and settle this might be percolating for a little while. That is maybe the least surprising event of the evening, that somebody would go up to Dalton Smith, and that Dalton would try to go out there and stir the pot after he was inserted into the lineup for the first time in this postseason. Three newer additions among the younger prospects, including Alex Bump, Jet Luchenko. Oh, here they just barreled over Gahagan, and Grabankin's got to get a piece of a man. Lapierre and Andre were shoving on each other, but Limoges just rocked into Gahagan off that faceoff. Wow, thankfully it looks like Parker Gahagan is okay. But that just looked nasty on that hit, and I think it's going to only get nastier from here. Referees are going to want to get a control on this thing. Garrett Wilson's line hits the ice with Luchenko and Bump. So Jet Lucumi is out with an injury. In the Phantoms end, off the glove of Giovanni Smith. Eklund, cross ice to Noye. He's in past Parrott. Backhander onto Hunter Shepard, and a nice save. And a penalty is coming up against the Hershey Bears here. On the move, the fourth liners in Illinois, who had a particularly strong game on Friday in his first chance in the playoffs, and he got off the first shot of the game for Lehigh Valley. John McDonald will go to the box for Hershey. Power play for the Phantoms. A power play that has not exactly done all that great here so far, but we'll see. Penalty that he took late in the game. I didn't think it was a trip, but I never saw a replay of it. And if that happened early, oh, here's a steal. Gaucher, shorthanded, score! Are you kidding me? Jacob Gaucher picks it off, walks right in, flips through the backhander. 1-0 Phantoms. Jacob Gaucher pressuring and jumps all over that awkward pass. Chipped up ice, hit off a linesman, but then Scarbosa just out his pocket, picked by Jacob Gaucher, staying with it, and buries it. Wow. Another shorty. The Phantoms had two of them. Both Zane Wisdom. Stick lifted in the corner, but stayed with it. Finds Smallman and across to Iorio. There was a collision there with Lexell. Belpedio slams into Limoges. The Barons are in. Lapierre picked up over there in the corner by Hunter McDonald and dropping it up high. Iorio on a shot. Zane Wisdom came out and blocked that shot of the former second-rounder defenseman Vincent Iorio. Did not play any games with Washington this year. Iorio just wrestled down Lexell, and then Iorio's helmet came off, and the referee's going to take them both to the box. They were tangled up behind the play where Vincent Iorio and Ole Lexell, and the referee decided enough is enough. He's got to get a handle on this thing and get control of these guys, and he does. And so it looks like we'll play 4-on-4 out of this. Friday night, May 9th, is Game 4. Another orange out. Tickets available online at phantomshockey.com. Time getting a line change. Fans do not appreciate that Hershey is kind of being overly patient here. And now off the backhand of Jake Massey, who tried to chip it in, but ran into Giovanni Smith, who's shoving him off the puck. Denoye is in, trying to split the day. He got shoved down, a penalty on Hershey coming up. They interfered with L.A. Denoye. Phantoms pulling Gahagan. Hershey touches the puck, and play blown down. It is a slashing minor, actually. That will give the Phantoms their second power play of the game. They're 0 for 1. And on the playoffs, 1 for 16. Luke Filt called for the slash as L.A. Denoye, who I thought played a very strong game on Friday in his first look in the playoffs. He did not dress for the first 3 games. And in the 4th before Laval broke through. Cleveland Monsters stay alive, and they win Game 3 3-1. Providence and Charlotte coming up at 7 o'clock. Driven down ice. There's Gahagan diving. What is he doing? He dives all the way over to his left to catch it, dump it, and hand it off.
Example. Flip back into Strome. Driving wide. Right wing. He'll delay. Blue line Parrott. Slap shot. Score! Andrew Parrott. His first Calder Cup playoff goal. He bombs it in from the blue line. It beats Gahagan low. 3:03 in the second. The Bears have tied game 3 at 1.
Oh, what a shot there, Zach, and you can feel it. There's a couple opportunities, obviously the one by Vecchione just before that. But a great job by Stromer there. He creates some space, and Andrew Parrott's a kid that he can shoot the puck, Zach. And I talked to you guys when we brought him in here. He's a guy, he shoots the puck. He's got great offensive ability, and he just lets that rip. I think that's the mindset the Bears have to have. Just get that puck on net right now.
Parrott leads the line. Limoges was there. It looked to go underneath his stick and in. He turned immediately to great keep in Iorio. Hershey has it. Top here, right circle. Looks net front. Back to Iorio. He's Trineyev left wing. He shoots. Gahagan the save into his chest protector. And he will hold and dodge some real good looks right off the bat. Parrott connects. And now the Bears are a big-time threat. This is more like it for Hershey.
We talked about it at the intermission. We like what they were doing offensively, giving Gahagan a lot of different looks. And that one from the point, nice and low, through some traffic. Now he's going to be thinking about those shots coming from the point. And really the Bears offense is at its best when the defensemen are getting involved, whether they take it all the way to the net, sometimes get involved, drive their guy down there, or get some shots quickly off.
And it's taken to center by Phil. So Parrott in the lineup, first game. Quite the impact for the Bears. Here's Bump. On the near side, Wilson, look to the middle, good back check, the Bears breaking up. Now they got some confidence going here. Over the blue line, they drive it in. Miroslnichenko, shot, score! It flutters by Gahagan on the glove side! Ivan Miroslnichenko! What a start to the second period. 2 in a row for Hershey. They have their first lead, 2-1 Bears.
Well, it was just a matter of time there, Zach. And great job by Miro. He's got Bogdan Trineyev who goes through for him, and he creates that space for Miro to be able to cut back, off of his hip pocket there. And that's it's all created. I mean, it's probably one that Gahagan wants back, but at the end of the day, Bogdan goes through, and creates that space for Miro to.
Just a minute 25 apart. The Hershey Bears score on back-to-back. And the Phantoms will be having to contend with some adversity here now and try to push through some of the panic buttons. Don't hit that. Here comes Lehigh Valley in. Shepard's got it. He hangs on. Oh, and a takedown to the side of the net. What was that? Garrett Wilson was hauled down over there by Iorio. Andre is getting in there on Spencer Smallman. There's Andre giving him a little extra shove.
Massey, who buries him into the boards, and it's dumped back into Hershey's zone with both teams changing. Shepard will leave it with Wisdom attacking. The puck rolls to the blue line. Good work by Riley Sutter to get there, and he was able to help get it out. Wisdom belted at the whistle, which again will have the gloves come up for everybody. And a scrum right along the boards. Face washes aplenty.
We talked about it. You're going to see it every whistle there, Zach. It's a little bump and hands are coming up, but you just want to see cooler heads prevail. You don't want to put yourself down. You don't want to put your teammates down, your team down. So a great job by the refs. Come in, you separate it. This is now.
It looked to be an issue for Parker, and he played the rest of the shift. But then once we got to the break, he knew, and he came right off. Richard Wilson, back door, goal on the rebound of the Luchenko shot, and Garrett Wilson buries it. Past Hunter Shepard, it's the captain. It's a power play goal. We're tied at 2-2. Garrett Wilson on the rebound of the Jet Luchenko shot. Shepard made a great save on the back door. Oh, what a save on the right pad, but Garrett Wilson got right there to it as he was able to reach his stick right through on Aaron Ness and put it in. After he set up Luchenko on the back door. Hagen, who left with what appeared to be a lower body injury. 2-2 tie in game 3. The series is tied at 1 game apiece. Anthony Richard and the Phantoms. Grabenkin emerges with it. Here's Andre in. And he hung on to it. It comes off the end board. Goal! It's Grabenkin! He buries it top shelf. After the shot was blocked and deflected off the end boards, it comes out to Nikita, who roughs it and gives the Phantoms the lead again. It's 3-2, Lehigh Valley. Boy, he was ready to rock that one through. Came out hot off the end boards. And Nikita Grabenkin with a mighty blast with his first playoff goal. Andre's shot hit off the body. It might have been Richard who chipped it back there to him off the end boards. Now we want to see. Grabenkin was ready. Phantoms rush into the zone. Tipped off the stick of Zane Wisdom, who had those 2 shorties in the 3rd period in game 2 on Friday. In after though. And Aaron Ness, their captain, veteran D, got in his way. Phantoms out in front. Oh, a close call. Wisdom down low. Put a backhander on the body. Hunter Shepard. Now they take down Wisdom. Obels exchanging punches in there. Oh, they decked Rodrigo Obels. And Aaron Ness got knocked down by Wisdom, it looks like. The linesmen grabbing a hold of Aaron Ness. They're grabbing a hold of whoever they can. And they are really chirping. Iorio is mouthing off to Zane Wisdom. Iorio is in range and the linesman holding him back. The Phantoms captain is Garrett Wilson coming out to request an explanation from the officials. Well, they got Lexell on a penalty, I think. Okay, so it was Lexell who reached out his leg and they got him on a trip is what it was. But Iorio just socked Rodrigo Obels over there. Iorio is losing his mind in the penalty box. A couple fans are giving it to him. And Iorio is not being very cool at all over there. 22 years old, I mean, he's a kid, and the Phantoms fans, it looks like they're rattling him, so keep it up, guys. This might even out. It was going to be a Hershey power play because Lexell knocked out his leg and tripped a man. But then Iorio was continuing his engagement with Rodrigo Obels. And then just cheap shotted him and knocked him down. This was after Wisdom and Iorio were all feisty in there. Aaron Ness, their captain, is getting shown to the door. Ness is telling the linesman, you got to be kidding me. But it looks like Aaron Ness is getting an early exit from this game. Oh, man, are they making some noise now? Ness is really slow to come off the ice. I wonder if he made contact with an official or if something like that happened. Corner. Puck comes over to the other side. Hunter McDonald lining up Smallman, who kind of dodged away from him. A little extra shove from Hunter McDonald at the whistle as the horn sounds. Second period is over. Let's make sure it doesn't turn into anything more. With Gaucher and Smallman exchanging words. Same for Hunter McDonald with Jake Massey. The officials are having a tough time getting these guys away from each other so they can get off the ice for the intermission. We'll have 4-on-4 to begin the third. I mean, you had to know that we would get some of this for this game 3 after the way things were going in game 2. And Hershey is going to be feeling the pressure. Here's a lead pass. Luchenko, breakaway. Oh, what a save. Hunter Shepard out in front. Lexell. Shepard again. Jet Luchenko speeding behind the D at the breakaway. And on the stick side of the right pad, Hunter Shepard got a piece. Wow. Here's Luchenko. I mean, he's making some big plays happen. Garrett Wilson trying to change. And the referee is going to take him to the box. They might take both. Or they're not just taking Gaucher. There's no way. Gaucher for roughing. 16:51 left in the third. And they're going to open the door on the Hershey side, too. And it's Lapierre that they're taking. So now a 5-on-4 should become a 4-on-3. So Dubé gave kind of a bump in the back of Gaucher, who's trying to change. Then he comes over. And Miroshnichenko was in his way. And then Miroshnichenko bumped him back. And You know, it's kind of going back and forth pretty hot right now. Season against Lehigh Valley back in February. Shot save, rebound, diving around, goes through Strom. Dalton Smith couldn't finish, and somehow the Bears couldn't put it in. As number 47, the defenseman, goes back to the Hershey Bears bench. Phantoms are charging ahead. Lexell in on the right wing. Scores! Ollie Lexell buries it past Hunter Shepard with 5:51 to go. It's 4-2 Phantoms. He picked the corner on the glove side of Hunter Shepard. What a shot for Ollie Lexell on the rush. And Shep wasn't fast enough to get that one. The Phantoms kept on pushing and charging ahead. And there was daylight there. On the short side, Iorio might have even gotten a piece of it. Maybe. Ollie Lexell gives the Phantoms a 4-2 lead. Lehigh Valley is 5:51 away from taking a lead in the series at 2-1. Hershey games 2 and 3. And when we come back on Friday night for game 4, the Phantoms would be on the verge of eliminating the two-time defending Calder Cup champs. Jet Luchenko got up and into the corner. Garrett Wilson goes up to Jake Massey. And they exchange shoves. There's a delayed roughing penalty coming up as Luchenko puts his helmet back on. I think we got a power play for the Phantoms coming up. Mike Scarbosa to the box. Lehigh Valley on the power play. When we return, look at a build and one against the Bears. Yeah, Lehigh Valley has kind of had their number somewhat this year. Not all the way. Pretty even, but Lehigh Valley's been good. Out in front, a shot, Wilson, and a save, and he covers. Luchenko behind the goal, found Garrett Wilson to the left dot, bidding for another. Hunter Shepard hangs on with 4:28 left in the third. 1:03 left on the roughing penalty against Mike Scarbosa. Hershey 0 for 5 on the power play. Lehigh Valley is 1 for 3 and on their fourth. Phantoms also with a shorthanded goal. Special teams have been a difference maker in this playoff game. It's worked out.
28 seconds of 4-on-4 time. Trying to get one here, and you'd still have the power play. That's with it on the left wing. Gives it back to LaPierre. Snaps the shot. St. Peterson, the rebound! Oh, it won't go! Peterson robs Limoges. Would have made it a one-goal game, and Cal Peterson able to snatch that puck. How did Cal Peterson make that save?
That's a heck of a save there, Zach. And you know, it's just getting a puck to the net there. Cal Peterson gets over. He's able to get that stick all the way flat. Alex Limoges is unable. He kind of goes back in. It goes off of his arm. Just unable to get it past Cal Peterson there.
Peterson's best work, and yeah, Limoges did put it a bit back into him, but still he got that arm there, full extension.
LaPierre for Scarbosa. Then they have they got Prisky. He's the only defenseman. Prisky left dot. Seam pass. Limoges.